Yo, wagwan, tis your boy, Jadon Legendary. I've been recording this garage for the past hour, only to turn around and realize that OBS has not been recording this whole time. So if I move through this a little fast, that's why. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button. I do all kinds of games, man. Ay, ay, ay. I've been sitting here talking for the longest. My throat is literally starting to get sore. I've been recording this for so fucking long, and I gotta do it all over again. Check out my other channels, man. We got the Frankenstein, based on the Monster Coach. I've had that for a long time. This car has one of the biggest engines in the game, man. That you could get in a car. A vehicle that is small proportion. Okay. Next to that, we got the Vapid Hot Knife. Had this for a hot minute. Wasn't always this color, though. At one point, it was black with red wheels. Then I was like, you know, I got too many vehicles that's looking like that, so let's switch it up. Gave it that real pretty candy orange. For those who don't know, orange is my third favorite color. So, it was only right. Right next to that, we got the Hot Knife. The Hustler. Ford Coupe. This is the older brother. Okay, this is a 32. That's a 35, I believe. This looks like this since I bought it. I've had that thing for a hot minute. Right next to that, we have the Albany Hermes. When I first bought this thing back when they had first dropped it, it was purple. I had it purple with that shadowy flame. Pictures will pop up if I can find them. Then for a small amount of time, I turned it red. But I had too many vehicles that were red, so I highly doubt I have pictures of that because that was a long time ago. Then I turned it to this blue maybe about a year ago. Kind of kept it that way. We got the Broadway Classique. Kind of a mess of a vehicle. Amazing though. Where the headlights at though? You know what I'm saying? Where the headlights at though? What was Rockstar thinking with that one? Big old supercharger blower setup. It's a weird car. Not because, by the way, it looks incredible, but if you're going to give it a V8 supercharger and a blower, which means you're going to have some serious horsepower unless the supercharger's just sitting there doing fucking nothing. Why the top speed so low, but the acceleration's super high, Now I know what somebody thinking. Just because you got a lot of horsepower doesn't mean you got a lot of horsepower. I mean, what? What the fuck did I just say? See, that I've been recording for so long and now it's getting to me. Just because you got a lot of horsepower don't mean you got a lot of speed. I don't know who told you that, okay? Unless you got a transmission from a fucking truck and you're topping out at 70, 80 miles an hour, you're definitely going to have a lot of speed with all the horsepower that engine would be creating. Rockstar just don't know what the fuck they doing, man. Simple as that. We got the fucking Tornado Rat Rod. I forgot when this came back out. I mean, when this came out, but it was an instant purchase, that's for sure. One of my homeboys was like, yo, you see the new vehicle they releasing? I'm like, nah, I never checked Newswire. So I went on there, I saw this thing, and I was like, I'm going to buy that as soon as it comes out. That's exactly what I did. This used to be black and red. Then I had made it a different color. I don't remember what. But then I did the black and red a little too often, kind of as you saw by the one car there. I'm like, okay, let me switch it up. I forgot, I don't remember what it looked like, but I know it had like an off-road wheel in the front. I was like, that's cool, but I could do better. Thus creating the gold, or more like a bronze and blue. I was kind of trying to match the rust, kind of. And yeah, it's looked like this ever since then. We got the Mariachi whip. This was actually given to me by a modder. So on Xbox, I have this. You do the whole little Thelma and Louise joint where you gotta stop her from driving off the cliff. Try to shoot them. That could work. Or you could get ran over and dragged to the dang bottom and die. So most people, you do the cargo bob joint, which is what I did back in the day on Xbox. However, for some reason when I tried it on PC, somehow the car drove right through the fucking hook like it was nothing. I did it like 3 times and for some reason the car just kept driving through the hook. So I'm like, alrighty, well, I give up. But one day I'm showing a dude my garage because he showed me his. I'm like, dang, your garage is pretty nice, pretty dang nice. He's like, do you have a car collection at all? I'm like, I have easily at the time, I had easily the biggest Man, hold up. So you just gonna watch this much of the video, and you not even gonna subscribe? Nah, don't wave to them. They ain't even hit the subscribe button. Come on now, hit that subscribe button. Classic car garage in GTA, I'm pretty sure. So at the time, I had about an hour's worth of car, about an hour worth of cars. So if I was to show you them all, it would probably take around an hour. Versus now it's like fucking 2 hours. But he was paying so much attention to the garage that he noticed out of all the fucking cars I showed him, this was the one I didn't have. Because he saw how many tornadoes that I had. He was like, well, you're missing a tornado, and that would be this one. Like, you're correct. I am indeed missing a tornado. And he made it. I said, make the top black, make the bottom white. Give me the dog dishes black with the white walls. He was like, on the way. Oh, been here ever since then. I think this was 2018 when that all happened. I think. Pretty sure it was 2018. Been here ever since then. Rat Rod Beetle. Obvious why I had to have this one. So when the Beetle initially came out, I bought just one for regular customization. But then when I saw that they added it to Benny's, I'm like, ooh. And it has the right cup of the wheels and everything. The bias plies. Come on, man. The way it sits is perfect. The way this sits is how that should have been sitting. But granted, they were trying to make this more available for racing. You got your joint looking like this, it ain't gonna be racing all that well. That thing was a monster. It was the fastest muscle car for a hot minute. Still probably still very competitive. That thing is ridiculous. Oh, we have the Buccaneer Custom. Funny story with this as the pictures pop up. I had my character in the clothing store because I was getting her ready to do some pictures with it. As you see the pictures popping up, her outfit that she's wearing in there. When I was coming out of the store, there was a dude standing over the car. But he was walking away at the point. Until he noticed my character. Which, as you saw in the pictures, she wasn't wearing much. Dude completely ignored the fact that over her head says Jadam Legendary, right? And let's say most black folks / hood folks, this is usually certain Spanish folks like Mexicans, Puerto Ricans usually, will say Jadam. Most suburban / white folks will say Jadam. Whether you say Jadam or Jadam, obviously it sounds fairly masculine as a name. Okay? Whether it's the most masculine or least masculine doesn't matter. It sounds some form of masculine. Jadam or Jadam. People don't be giving a crap, man. People don't be giving a crap somehow. They be missing it. This dude, let me show you where that was. Okay, let me see. It was here. This was here. We were starting here. In that picture, the car is here. His car was in the middle of the road. I come out. He followed me from all the way, right? Because the best way to get out to the Sandy Shores, where that last picture is, that was in Sandy Shores. Hit this road. Follow the whole dang highway all the way up. Okay? He's still behind me. I'm like, what the fuck? Then you hit this road right here. You come up. Stop. Turn. And you go. Boom, stop there, and cut through. Still behind me. I had to send the man a message. I'm like, yo, you're in my way, son. I'm a dude. Stop following me. Name Jadam apparently wasn't enough for you to see. So now here, you know, he's actually hearing my voice. This was a voice message I sent. Man, the one of the various downsides to playing a female character as a dude. You know, people always come up with the excuse, oh, well, I'd rather play a female character because you got the screen naturally sit. Man, forget all that dumb crap. I'm playing a female character because I wanted to create a purdy character, and now I'm playing that purdy character. Forget all that extra bull crap. Simple as that. The downside is, sometimes other people get interested in your pretty character. Man, the things I've had to read over all these years, from GTA, from RAPB, Black Desert, World of Warcraft. The most ridiculous things I've ever seen, though, people say to me, APB in World of Warcraft by a mile. People are unhinged. Nowadays, you don't see any of my female characters in public servers. When I hit public servers of any sort, male character every time now. I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. If I don't have a choice but to be in public servers with people, male characters. I don't. My female characters don't get seen in public servers no more. Right next to this, we have the Apocalypse Impaler. I like to call it Impaler because it's an Impala, but Impala is actually Impala, and this is actually Impaler. So I guess I'd just be saying crap then, huh? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory why I got this. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Like, look at it. Why wouldn't I have not had that? Yeah, that is the downside, though. the things I've had to read, especially on Warcraft. Holy crap, man! Wow. Now in this garage is where the trucks are. Okay, you feel me? Including the deals, including the thumbnail truck. That's right, folks. It was not clickbait. It was the truth. Starting off with the first variant, that is the Slam Van. Though it should be called the Slam Truck because it's not a van. I don't know if you guys noticed, but not a van. I don't know what Rockstar was thinking. Calling that the Slam Van is good because that's a panel van. It is indeed a van. This is not a van. It is indeed a pickup truck. But that's Rockstar for you. So what can you do? You know what I mean? But look here, folks. Okay, the Slam Van handles like garbage. Not that fast, quite quick. But hey, it's a F1 Hundo 1956. It would be criminal to not have this thing. I bought it immediately back when it came out. I had no choice because I'm the king of the classics, baby. You feel what I'm saying? It was an instant purchase. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When they had dropped this thing, I bought it immediately. Simple as that. Next to that is one of the rarest vehicles in the dang game. You're probably wondering, how did you get it? Did a modder help you get this again? Not this time. This time was pure luck. I've told this story before, but again, back in the day when the casino DLC had dropped, which I do believe was what, 2020, 2021 maybe, we had moved over to PC in late 2017, early 2018, but a lot of our homeboys and homegirls were still on the consoles, so most of the time we would go back and play with them. So up until 2021, when the casino DLC had dropped, I then started spinning the wheel like crazy. Every day for months, every day for a year, every day for 2 years, until we started. By this point, we're consistently back on PC, right? But I'm still spinning it on an Xbox because I'm like, I'm not gonna waste the time on it. PC is just gonna be the same dang thing. I think after 2 years of spinning that fucking wheel, I finally stopped. I'm like, well, it's pretty clear I'm not gonna get it. Mystery roll wins after mystery roll wins after mystery roll wins, and not a single lost Slam Van. One day, we all on PC. Everybody's on. Okay, it's a bunch of us. We having a dang good time. We was like, yo, let's just pull up to the casino, just goof around. Okay, because the casino was still fairly new, so you know, we was checking it out, right? And I think a new DLC, I do believe, I'm not 100% sure, I could be wrong. Something got added to the casino DLC a little bit later. So we all decided to pull up just to check it out. I could be wrong, it's been a hot minute. Something happened though. We just wanted to go to the casino, so we did. We was all like, yo, let's just spin the wheel since we're here. We did. I finally go up, it lands on mystery. I'm like, oh shoot. I won a mystery vehicle, but with that mystery vehicle, it said lost Slam Van. I'm like, holy crap, dude. So essentially what I'm saying is, folks, good fucking luck, because I sat there spinning it purposely on console for 2 years straight. got nothing. I decided to spend it one random time on PC and got it practically instantly. So, basically what I'm saying is, GTA 6 will be out soon. Yeah, let's not even worry about it anymore, huh? The Vapid Slam van, custom. This is the Benny's version. I made this to look like a dude's GMC that I saw multiple times in real life for Viva Las Vegas 2017 and Viva Las Vegas 2019. Guess who back? I posted this truck 2 years ago, babe. Great paint. Look at that paint, boy. If I'm not mistaken, his Instagram was Hoodoo1953, which was his truck, a 1953 GMC 3100, I think. I know for a fact I still got the pictures. Well, 2019 pictures. I don't have the 2017 pictures no more, unfortunately. Beautiful fucking truck. Beautiful truck, man, for real. Right next to that, we have the Apocalypse Slam van. Fucking Stubby Bob, man. Simple as that. If you know anything about cars, you know Stubby Bob, because that's fucking roadkill, man. That's roadkill right there, son. Simple as that. The fucking wheelie machine. That was a half-shaved truck. F6, I believe. Big truck. Big old truck. With a 454 on the back of the frame. Which would allow it to do the easiest wheelies known to mankind. With raw torque and weight. Had to have it when they dropped that for obvious reasons. Then we have the Slam truck. Back in the day, it's funny, I used to be like, this is like, what, 2013? The game was still fresh. I was like, yo, they need to add some dang COEs to this game. No, game wasn't that fresh. I do believe Heist were semi, either around the corner or freshly, like, just popped off. They gave us that big fucking Insurgent. I was like, we need some dang COEs. I want more medium-duty trucks that could easily fit in a garage. Only took them like fucking 6 years, but you know, we finally got one. I think because at that time, the Slam trucks like this, ramp trucks like this, I mean, were blowing up on social media. The broader world started to see these things. You know, us car dudes, we already known about ramp trucks. But the broader world didn't exactly know what the purpose of these crazy looking things were. So as they started going crazy like on social media, and I guess Rockstar was like, hey, let's add one. And there it is. Back here we got Japanese rat rod, the Karen Rusty Rebel. I've always had one of these for the longest of time because of the deep customization that you can do with it. So much customization. Simple as that. The only downside was you couldn't do the same level of customization for the clean one, which I guess makes sense. Who the heck would chop down a brand new truck? But at the same time, you can't really tell somebody what they can and can't do with a whip. You feel what I'm saying? Only Ferrari does goofy crap like that. That's why not very many people likes them. I mean, shoot, for me, the only Ferraris I give a crap about is the old school ones. A lot of the new ones, to me, are personally are ugly. But then again, I'm not much of a supercar guy anyways. We got the Bravado Rat Truck. Okay. Now you probably look at all these and be like, okay, these are all hot rods and rat rods. This looks like it came straight out of the 1940s outside of the chop bed. And that is because it was once in my regular pickup truck garage where I did indeed make it look like it came straight out of the dang 40s. Because that chop bed, it was impossible for me, you know, someone who looks at a lot of these old vehicles, it was impossible for me to see this as a stock vehicle because that bed is far from stock. It's too dang little. Like you gonna put in that little bitty thing. It's a grocery getter, any dang thing. And then we have the vehicle that does even worse at its job because it has no pickup bed at all. You're gonna see a picture pop up right now. This beautifully crafted but really old crappy quality photo. That, my good peoples, is 2013. The game is only like a month or two old by this point. Somebody had one of my home peoples at the time, before he turned into a weird guy. He was like, "Yo, Jadam, I know you like a lot of the old vehicles. I found this old pickup truck. I could show you where to get it." And I'm like, he wasn't much of a car guy, so I'm like, when we're talking old, how old are we talking? Because old to you might be like fucking 2002, which at that time would have only been like an 11-year-old truck. He was like, no, it's like super old, like the old, like, you ever played Mafia 2? It looks like the vehicles from that game. I'm like, ooh, really? Because Mafia 2, for those who don't know, is set in the 40s to the 50s, right? So I'm like, 1940 something, I think 1941 to 1957 to be exact. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, it's like super old. Old TV shows from way back, like my grandma used to watch. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, show me what you're talking about. So we drive out to Sandy Shores, and I see this rust bucket sitting there in the dirt. I'm like, you can drive that? He was like, yeah, you can drive these. He's like, have you ever seen these? I'm like, I probably have, but I ignored him because I didn't think you could drive them. He got in the dang thing, started driving it, then he gave me it. I'm like, holy crap. I had like 7 of these fucking things. Then somebody else I knew, one time, he's like, yo, can I see your garage? I forgot what we were doing. We was just looking at each other's garage and stuff. I think he was making money at that time. I was not. So I had a bunch of these. I had like 7 of these dang things. He was like, dude, why in the world do you have so many of these? I'm like, because I ain't got no money, and I'm really good at finding them now. He was like, I need you to find me one. So I got him one, and then next you know, I look up and he got like 4 of them dang self. This is my longest lasting one. Once I found out that you could glitch the bed off, it's been like this ever since then. This would make this drive so terrible in real life. I mean, it drives pretty terrible in the game too. Right next to that, we got the C10. What is this? The Yosemite. The farm truck. It went viral. It was every fucking where. Everybody and their mother had their trucks in orange with that bed cap and some basic looking wheels. I'm like, I don't want my vehicle really looking like that, but I still want to use the bed cap, so I thought of this beautiful green with those red wheels. Oh yeah, all these have headlights to match. I kind of forgot to mention that. So like the cars, the purple, the Frankensteins, that's got purple lights. The orange Ford Coupe, that's got orange lights. This got blue. Those 2 got red. That's got yellow. That is base, if I'm not mistaken. That's red. Those 2 are red. This is green. Simple. The farm truck was blowing up. Everybody named Mama was using the look. I'm like, man, I don't really want mine to look at like everybody else's, so I did that instead. This has blue. I always wanted the drift Yosemite, but I had no clue where the fuck to put it. Because at the time, my rat garage was way smaller. Then, Rockstar had the nerve to come out with this lovely garage. I was like, I can finally buy the dang thing. It'll finally have a place to go. It's been here ever since then. Alrighty, we got some full body rat rods in here. Well, kind of, sort of. Starting off with another one, we got 5 of these dang classic Broadways. And this is just another one. I, at the time, okay, was playing a whole lot of Far Cry 6 when I made this, because Far Cry 6 was practically brand new. I think this was like 2021. Pretty sure that's when Far Cry 6 came out. Far Cry 6 was pretty much brand spanking new. I finally was able to get my hands on it, and I'm playing it like crazy. Okay, the adventures of Dani Rojas and saving the island of Yara. Anybody who obviously knows, who has played Far Cry 6, it is clear that Yara is Cuba. So, I'm seeing all these old vehicles. I'm like, you know what, I'm about to make me a fucking brashing, straight from Cuba, fucking rat rod, dude. Thus coming up with this kind of inspiration from that one Fast and Furious where they had that little coupe, and they were supposed to be in Cuba. That's what this is. Okay? I basically based it off of that. I mean, it's not the same car, but I based it off of that. Yeah, simple as that. I was playing Far Cry 6 like crazy, and I wanted a vehicle that looks like it was straight up the streets and sands of fucking Yara, baby. Yeah, simple as that. That's where that came from. Fighting for Libertad, you know what I mean? I don't know how people didn't like that game. I thought that game was dang fun. Wasn't it the best writing ever? Best voice acting wasn't bad. Was it the best writing ever? Not really, but it wasn't as bad as Saints Row 5. I'll tell you that. We got the Willard Eudora. Okay. If I could, I would have made this thing completely blacked out, but you couldn't black out the chrome, unfortunately. As you can see, this little chrome trim there. Chrome in the front, the headlamps, the trim around the wheels and all that. You couldn't make those chrome. If I could, though, this thing would have been fully murdered out. But it's, alas, it still looks pretty fucking incredible with that deep, bright, punching red livery. Stock wheels, looking nice and fancy. Matches the inside real good. Now we're going to zoom out far for this because we got two specialties here. Two ultra rare colors for the Rusty Tornado, the Bel Air. Okay. Especially the one on the right, the deeper green. Very hard colors to find. I just so happen to find two of them. I found the green one first, hence why it's closer. Now, believe it or not, I actually passed by a few of those ones because I didn't know it was that rare. I probably found about 3 of them before I found this one, but it was predominantly the red and the blue ones. So it's endless seas of red and blue ones and that orange one, orangish looking color. Then a couple of these would pass by. I didn't know it was that rare until it just, I'm being dead serious. It just so happened that a dude's video on GTA popped up. And it said the rarest and hardest vehicles to find in GTA. I'm like, well, I'm bored. I ain't doing nothing else. Let's watch it while I'm actively hunting for this guy, which I knew was rare. He had this one in his video and he had that one. I'm like, that's rare? And I thought about it. I'm thinking back. I'm like, how many of those did I see? Out of the sea of blues and reds, the occasional orange, how often did I see that one? And I'm realizing I probably only saw it like 2-3 times. But then this one popped up at the police station out there in Sandy Shores, right next to, near Trevor's spot. I'm like, oh, boom, scored it, baby. So now I'm like, well, guess I gotta drive back out there and find this one. Took a hot minute, but then I ended up finding it. Took a while. More like a while. Let me not say hot minute, because a hot minute is like you've been searching for like maybe an hour or two, then you finally found it. A while is more like it. I was searching for probably like 4 hours. Not like a dedicated 4 hours, because I was not dedicated to driving around for 4 hours, but I would get on maybe like an hour for like 4 days, and then finally found it. And then as y'all know, if you saw the lowrider video, you see that I had one in this color, but as a lowrider, which is so perfection. That took a hot minute to find. But it was worth it, because that thing looked dang good. Next up, we have the beefiest motorcycle in the entire game. Okay? If you ever wanted to bully people in motorcycle races, this is your way to do it. But you better be a dang good driver, because it's not the fastest, amazing grip, not the best steering. But if you know what you're doing, you can keep up with people. Any race with good straight lines, you're going to be able to bully people. Any race with too many turns... No, I'm saying it backwards. Any race with a lot of straight lines, you'll have a problem. Any race with a lot of turns, you'll be good. The acceleration on this thing is impeccable. And because Rockstar feels that this thing needed to weigh 1,100 kgs, which is probably about 3,200 pounds, it is incredibly easy to bully people off of their bikes, and incredibly hard for them to bully you back. They would need to crash into you with a full-on fucking vehicle, because Rockstar thinks that this is as heavy as this. I promise you, that's not the case. And the crazy thing is, these ain't even that heavy of cars in real life, and that bike still ain't even fucking close, okay? Because this has one little fucking body and 3 wheels. This has one big body and 4 wheels. You feel what I'm saying? In this game, though, that thing is nearly as heavy as that thing. So, so much fun could be had on that bike. Speaking of something that's even bigger than that, though, and bigger than everything in this dang garage, We have a big old Cadillac hearse, or not a hearse. Well, it's a hearse in the game, but it's a ambulance in real life. The Ghostbusters joint. Those are actual ambulances that exist. Cadillac ambulances. Because when you're dying, at least you're dying in luxury, okay? This thing is huge. Rockstar probably made it weigh around 6,000 or 7,000 pounds. Which, granted, they weren't wrong. These things are huge in real life. You think the regular Cadillac is big. You don't know a big Cadillac until you see this or the fucking 1976 Fleetwood Brougham 70 series. That thing is huge. And even this thing is still heavier. Beautiful. Next to that, we got the Beeter Dukes. One of my favorite cars in the game, especially the Beeter variant, because you get to get all that beautiful customization. You can either make it a rust bucket like mine here, or you can make it pristine and beautiful like my other one. And right next to that, we have a car that's not very rare at all, but it holds a special place in my heart. Because a long time ago, long before this channel existed, I had my photography channel. And I used to upload random gear engine swap videos to it when I was like fucking 17 years old. This was one. If I'm not mistaken, the video was called V-Twin Swapped Cadillac Rat Rod. Video doesn't exist anymore, of course, but that's what it was called at the time. This is how that car looked. Light blue top, darker blue bottom half, the black wheels on white walls. This is literally how it looked in that video. Wasn't fast, but it sound dang good hearing a dang Harley engine from a big old rusty Cadillac. And lastly, we have the motorcycle garage. Now, I don't know crap about motorcycles, so we're going to go through this pretty fast, as it'll just be for the looks of everything. Because I know nothing of motorcycles except for the difference between a hardtail and a softtail. That's about it. A hardtail to have your spinal cord hurting by the time you're 40. Softtail, ride forever. Sanctus. I didn't always have it looking like this. One point it was red and black with a tan skull, tan bones. Then it was blue and black. And then I decided to change the wheels purple back in like 2023, I think. That purple was just really hitting special. The headlights are also purple. We got the Western Cliffhanger, one of the fastest bikes to get your hands on that is not a sports bike. I used to race with this thing a lot. Wasn't the fastest, but it was dang quick and it had decent enough speed and good handling that you could keep up with the sports bikes. Y'all know me, I'm more of a chopper bobber guy than I am a sports bike guy. I do love a good sports bike, but usually only the Hayabusa. I love that Hayabusa. That thing is amazing. Got the Zombie Chopper. This was my favorite bike in GTA 4. Honestly, still one of my favorite bikes. The thing looks amazing. I love how big the front tire is. Big front tire to match the big rear tire. We got the Rat Bike. Exactly as it says. It's a dang ratty piece of junk, but it looked good. Right next to that, we got a Western Wolfbane. Okay. A dang good looking bike. Got the green, the tan leather, the gray body, the white pinstripings. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. We got the Damon. This is not the off-the-street rare Damon. This is the one you can purchase. I used to have the off-the-street rare one, but the more customization on this one, I didn't really see the purpose of having the other one. Yeah, sure is rare, but there's literally that one with better customization. We have the Western Apocalypse Death Bike. The amount of flying bike boys I've outran on this thing, embarrassing. How I was doing them fools dirty, man. This thing, when I say it's fast, it is fast. I had this goofy on a flying bike chasing me down. He was on the Mark II Oppressor. He was trying his greatest to cut across mountains, everything he could. He could not catch me. This is back before the flying bike got nerfed, when it still had amazing rockets, all that good stuff. It did not matter. The flying bike, if I'm remembering correctly, only flies through the sky at like 90 to to 100 miles per hour, maybe a little slower. Honestly, it's been forever, so I could be wrong, but I do believe it wasn't very fast. This thing, on the other hand, can do up to 170, 180 maybe, which is absurd for GTA standards. I mean, shoot, that's dang good for Cyberpunk standards. That's absurd for GTA standards. 180 is insane, and this does it. I don't know if it still does. That was a long time ago, but this does it. I was dusting him so fucking bad, y'all, that he got rid of, or not got rid of, but he put up his Mark II so that he could pull out the Mark I. And he tried to use the boost on it as a regular motorcycle. Problem is, Mark I on the ground with the boost is fast. It's fast. But it ain't this. Not even close. He gave up. He ended up giving up. The problem is, he was an idiot. He didn't realize that I was driving to my base. You chasing me around this far and griefing me, trying to grief me this bad, you're going to pay. He did. I hit him with a fucking orbital blast. Of course, that made him angry. He was like, all you did was run and then you used the orbital. I'm like, well, ain't that too bad. And then I left the server. Because at that point, I was kind of already bored and getting ready to get off of GTA. Him chasing me around gave me just a little bit of extra fun. I was like 2 seconds from getting off. I'm like, hey, shouldn't have chased me around all of GTA in attempt for one cheap kill. Should have chased a fucking low level. Maybe not chase someone, you know, who's level 800, because this was on Xbox One. I'm 828 at that time. Like 850 now, but at that time I'm 828. I'm like, of all the people you could have griefed, you chose the level 800, and now you're mad that you died to the level 800. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? I think the problem is he saw a good KD and thought he was gonna get a flying bike fight. The fuck am I, a loser? I ain't doing no flying bike fight. Come on. Western Gargoyle. This, along with that cliffhanger back there, was also one of my favorite bikes. I think this is the one I raced on more. They're practically identical in terms of handling. They just look a little different. This one is cool. It's a dang good looking bike, but this one, way better looking. Especially with that rear chain, I had to keep that. That's stock. I had to keep that on there. Had to. Dang good looking bike. I'm pretty sure that's this. Yeah, because I can see the intercooler in the front. And the pegs are in the same spot too. Seat looks about the same. Yeah, that's the same bike. So if you want the Apocalypse Death bike, you get that by the Gargoyle. And you know what? Since that's pretty much it, let's see if this bike is still fast. Hopefully we don't end up dead, because I have not driven anything on GTA in... anything fast on GTA in literally years. Alrighty, so when that goofy man decided that it would be a good idea to chase down a level 800, I was on my favorite road, which some of you might remember. Maybe not, that was a very long time ago, which is this road right here. This road right here is where I speed test all my vehicles. So I'm just driving back and forth on this bike, having a good old time. But at the same time, I am a little bored. I'm about 2 seconds from getting off. Bunker is still in the same position, because I bought the same bunker once we moved over to PC or something like that, whatever the fuck. So, obviously I didn't follow that route, because that route is disgusting, and that route would have got me slaughtered. So now he's behind me, and he's chasing me. Let me see. It's been a hot minute. Let me make sure I got the right road. So that's this road right here. Drive up. Okay, I remember that. Alright. This does have a gauge on it, but it is incredibly... Never mind. Alright. How do you even use the boost? It's been a long time. I don't even remember how to use the boost. Okay, there we go. Right button. So you make your character kneel down if you need, but I typically pop wheelies, so here we go. Bike is fast as far as stock. We already moving. Oh yeah, this joint still get up and go. So what you do is when the nitrous gets about halfway, that's when you want to go ahead and use it. But then I hit this corner. He's a mile behind me at this point. He's trying to cross through buildings, but I'm flying in his speed, boy. Yeah, this bike is still fast as fuck. Holy crap. If we end up dead at some point, I will not be surprised, because... Holy crap, this bike is still magical. No wonder he couldn't fucking catch me. This is absurd. Get the fuck out of here, Bruce. I'm driving. Oh, my goodness. It's a good thing she's level 200, because if I was any lower, we'd be dead as fuck. Yeah. It's a no wonder he couldn't catch me. This bike is still stupid. It doesn't even seem like they nerfed it, which is good. Stop touching crap. Ooh, shoot, it's causing lag. We moving so fast. Whenever I boost too and I can't pop a wheelie, I make her kneel down to get extra speed. Ooh. Holy crap, it's no wonder this nigga couldn't catch me. It's no wonder that boy couldn't catch me. This bike is stupid. Alrighty, my good peoples, that is it. It's been a very long time since I've driven on this bike, so I just wanted to see. Ooh. I forgot there's animals out here now. Let's not get eaten by a fucking cougar. With that being said, my good peoples, I hope you enjoyed the video. I had to re-record every dang thing, but at least we got it done. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. There will be other collection episodes. Check the collection playlist. Fallout collections, Cyberpunk collections, Saints Row, GTA. There'll be a ton. So do be sure to check that playlist out. Check out all the other channels I got. Photography channel, music channel. That being said, my good peoples, I'm out of here.